Sorry to break in on this fine old Blanche Hudson movie, folks. But you'll be glad I did when you see what I have right here for that favorite pooch of yours. And Iliad means quality. So, when your dog says, feed him Iliad.
Still a pretty good picture.
Enjoying yourself?
Jane, what are you doing? I was watching.
Then you're an idiot.
I won't have you speak to me like that. Poor baby. Poor baby. Quiet down. Oh, Jane, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ring for my breakfast. I was just wondering who all those people were at the back door.
Wasn't anything. Just that nosy Mrs. Bates going on about your picture last night.
Oh, really? Did she like it? Oh, really? Did she like it?
She liked it.
I remember when it first came out, it had a tremendous reception. The critics described it as brilliant.
Do you remember what year you made that picture?
But of course. You must too, 1934, right after I did Moonglow.
I made a picture that year too.
Oh, yes. It was that comedy directed by Lloyd, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. It was a love story. The Longest Night. Marty McDonald said it was the best thing I ever did. They never even released it in the United States.
Feldman was very upset. He told me the company had a very bad year and they couldn't have...
No, they didn't. They had a great year. They didn't want to show my film. They were too busy giving a big build-up to that crap you were turning out.
I'll clean the cage.
Eat your lunch. It'll get cold.
My, it looks good.
I always think it's nice to break bread with strangers, don't you?
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. I don't think you actually mentioned the exact nature of...
Well, I've been retired for some time now. I've been taking care of someone in my family who's sick.
And now you're free to return to your profession.
Yes.
And what exactly... I mean, I take it you're a soloist, some instrument?
I wonder if you can guess who I am.
Can you give me a hint?
Well, it's not really fair to make you guess. I'm baby Jane Hudson.
Oh. Do you mean you're really the baby Jane Hudson?
Yes, I am. And I'm going to revive my act exactly as I used to do it. Of course, some of the arrangements will have to be brought up to date. Music changes so much, doesn't it? And, you know, they're desperate for new acts. Television, Las Vegas, and all the clubs. And, well, there are a lot of people who remember me. Lots of them.
I don't see how you could fail.
You know, I had a kind of a feeling. The minute I opened that door and saw you standing there, I just knew we were going to be friends. I've been thinking about costumes.
Costumes?
Yes, I took some of my old ones down to be copied. Do you think that's a good idea?
Of course. Of course, I don't quite remember.
How silly of me, Edwin. How could you? But I do want your opinion. I really do. All my scrapbooks and stuff are in the rehearsal room, and you can look at them and tell me what you think. You'd like to see them, wouldn't you?
Well, of course.
Oh, I wish Daddy could be here right now. You can never lose your talent, he used to tell me. You can lose everything else, but you can't lose your talent. You always spoil everything.
No, Jane, I just wanted to
Who
know.
is down there, I'll tell you. I got a friend down there, someone who's come to see me. He doesn't even know you exist. And you don't like that, do you?
You're wrong, Jane. I've always wanted you to have friends. That's what I've always wanted, really.
Then how come I never had any?
Well, maybe you weren't. I mean, maybe you were just too independent.
No, that's not why. You always stop me from having friends. That's why.
Not anymore, Jane. Not anymore. I'm pleased that you have a friend. That's what you need.
Oh, sure.
I was just hoping maybe I could meet him and we could have a nice talk. Just the three of us.
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Then you could tell him a whole lot of lies about me. Scare him off, or maybe have him for yourself. What do you want this time?
Who was on the telephone?
None of your business. What were you ringing for?
I'm hungry, Jane.
Well, of course you're hungry. You didn't eat your dinner. That's why you're hungry.
But you forgot my breakfast.
I didn't forget your breakfast. I didn't bring you breakfast because you didn't eat your din-din. You know, we're right back where we started. When I was on the stage, you had to depend on me for everything. Even the food you ate came from me. Now you have to depend on me for your food again. So you see, we're right back where we started.
Why are you doing this to me?
Why? Doing what?
Making me afraid to eat? Trying to make me starve myself?
Don't be silly. If you starve, you die. I don't know what you're talking about. You really must be sick.
Jane, did you ever stop to think that if anything happened to me, I mean anything bad, there wouldn't be any money for you? I wouldn't be here to sign the checks. You wouldn't even have pocket money. Did you ever think of that?
Yeah, I've thought about that. Why didn't you eat your dinner?
Because I'm afraid. You made me afraid.
I thought you were supposed to be the big girl in this family. You're just a neurotic, Blanche. Oh, Blanche. You know we got rats in the cellar? To Daddy, his address is heaven above. I've written, dear Daddy, we miss you and wish you were with us to love. Instead of a stamp, I put kisses. The post